Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hope everyone's doing well. It is time for a stream. So I would have started sooner, but there was an update that I didn't know about. It shows you how in tune I am with the news. That's the wrong app. There we go, we got that one, that's perfect. Also, my OBS is being a bit weird. Well, hello. How are you, new hacker? Need to fix that somehow. Perfect. Okay, and then we go back to this. Okay, there. Awesome. And dozy. That's working. Now. I was having some OBS issues, but hello, welcome in. I hope you've been wonderful. How about the music? I can probably turn it down a bit. Good to hear that you're good. The update is ass, in my opinion, most pretty much like F1, 40 and ground stuff. I've not yet looked at any of the content for that. I honestly don't know what it's about. I read that wrong. Also, I didn't find out what country that tank was from. Well, I hope you graduate. I hope you achieve everything you wanted to achieve. It's not often you get to graduate. The best thing I can recommend is just believe in yourself. An American plane, okay. Oh, that was a new one as well, isn't it, Mark? I like the kid. Would you not get like an email or certificate? Why would the teacher need to call you to tell you you're graduated? It's a rather strange order of business. What can you recommend me, or what can you tell me about the new update? I didn't read anything. It's like a waste to use that. I use that on the weekend. Actually, no, I can check out that plane whilst you mentioned it. USA. Why do I have that one? Yeah, high level one. Here it is. Oh, it's part of the pack. Right. Anything new for Britain? No. Nothing ever in Britain, actually. Go back we go. Belgium stuff. Okay. There should be where is it? Changelog. Probably should have read this. The Heavy Cavalry Major Update brings a variety of vehicles from Royal Nations from the Belkin and the IA-58. A. New Avonsbury USS North Carolina. Ash River and Winter Ardennes, retaining their familiar layouts. Reward for aircraft crashing near your vicinity without taking damage. Oh, it's just variations of the Abrams. They're probably put behind a paywall again. Backpack Arena, Australia. Australia. New game mode, that was an April Fool's, just Inshittified. Inshittified is a fantastic word, thank you for letting me know about it. It's 2016. Okay. I feel like that's now in my vernacular. So nothing that will affect me, then is that it? Ooh, I didn't like that. Why didn't you like that? Well, thank you for the update. It's very handy. We have similar spots. Oh, right, no one near me. Feels good to be making progress again. Now I'm not just bound to the M44. Yeah, I mean, I'm terrible aim anyway, so if the plane crashes near me, I'm happy to get some free credit. Okay. When did that reset? I'm so used to the M44. That it's weird having a faster fire rate again. So rude. There we go. Near the right angle. How long was your assessment period for your certificate? I know some people do like exams for weeks on end. Other people just have like a week of stress. For my last one, I think I was very stressed for submitting my thesis. Otherwise it wasn't too painful. Oh, those are planes, right. I mean, I did make myself stressed because I could have done my thesis a lot sooner, but I left it for like the last 2 weeks. Which is very stupid of me. I do not recommend doing that. I can't really hear the music. Might have been a quiet part of the song. Okay. Oh, hello. I don't think I can hit them anyway. They crested there. Oh, bad timing. Okay. The next one. Okay, I'm not doing that very well. You wouldn't even aim at me, don't lie. Got a little mechanism. There we go. We got like last 2 weeks exams. I'm sure with the exams themselves, a lot of stress beforehand and during, but a lot of stress for results. I feel like I'm the opposite, where I stress a lot for the exam and during the exam. Then it's kind of like clarity. Like, I've done it now. I can only trust my own abilities. If I did well, I did well. If I didn't, I didn't. Well, the energy leaves me. I think I usually get sick after exam season because of the sudden change from being highly stressed to no stress. I think I understood that. Like, if I was to, analogy-wise, my body's an engine. It would be running at high RPM for a long time to deal with the stress of exams. And then all of a sudden, exam period's over, so I turn the engine back down. Because it's been under load, it hasn't had a chance to cool down. It's now fixing itself, kind of. I don't know. It can then realise all the damage that's been done. Which isn't very good. I feel I can get it from here. There we go, ammunition to the side. This is the engine. There we go, that's what I need. Ammunition. I mean, yeah, you always kind of wish you did more. But like, that's always just a fact when it comes to advice and exams. I wanted that. But yeah, I wish I could. It's kind of like, not procrastinating, but I do procrastinate a lot, so that doesn't help. But I find that I've always kind of just done well. I've never really had to think about it too much. I mean, I still studied, but then afterwards, I probably should have studied more. Yeah, I nearly are. Dodge. You need to treat language like a logic thing. But for me, whenever I do language, I've found that once I understand the grammar, is then having the Rolodex of vocabulary in your mind to then replace words for that grammar point. So once I know, say for example, in English, present continuous, that involves using subject plus am, is, or are plus verb in ing form. That is present continuous. So as long as I know a verb, I can do anything in present continuous kind of thing. I can always just filter in the words, so it is logic in a way. the rules and reason why things are done, that's where language is stupid. Don't get me wrong, I agree with you there. I say that as an English teacher. Language is stupid, especially English. Massively overestimated that. I don't know. Like, that's where language is logical for me. So my main problem when it comes to like learning a new language is the vocabulary. Because once I have the words, but I can learn the basic vocabulary, but once I have the words, I can then use everything. French is worse. It is easier to go from French to English than it is English to French. Again, you have similar things in English. You don't know them because you don't have to learn them. You know them naturally. So when we did like English class, it was like, why did I get this wrong? Ah, because English is stupid. An example would just be irregular verbs. Like, what's the past tense of take? Like, what's the past tense of walk? But why can't it just be simple? Why can't everything end in ed? Walk, walked. Bake, baked. Then you have take, took. Oh, it's not. Take it. That's the wrong shell. Doesn't help. It's just staying still for me. But then you have things like that where it's just stupid. I need that. Like, you'll have sentences that don't make sense grammatically, but slang it does. Like, I didn't say nothing, which grammatically you said something, but when we talk about it in culture, the person said they didn't say anything. I didn't say nothing, I didn't say anything. Can I edit that? No. So, just put it in later. So that's a double negative. I didn't say nothing. You said something. Silly like that. Because that's the blending of two phrases to make a new one that is grammatically correct, but culturally I understand. So what is going on with my YouTube chat? Is okay, that's fine. Did it transform? Prop bottom 95. There we go. Okay, close. We've got enough. Stuff plays like every single what I just said is written. Yeah, there are some languages which are much more efficient. However, if I remember the numbers correctly, English is like 40% French, 40% Anglo-German, 15% Latin, 5% other languages. So a lot of it is Latin based, but you have so many different languages affecting how you talk in English. It's never just as simple as say it how it's written. I'm fully aware of how stupid a language English is. I teach it every day, so I'm very aware of that. You get one there. But English is very useful. Good to know. I'm fortunate that I'm a native speaker and I don't have to learn the language as heavily as others would. What are you doing, bro? I do wish I was bilingual though. I'm getting there on my own. But it's slow going. I don't think I'm ever going to be truly bilingual though. Yeah, that was too late. Okay. This way. Okay. Good enough. Ooh, interesting shot. Oh, let's get one shot. Right in the face. Yeah. Ooh, that was a perfect shot from them. These aren't useful. Take more of those. Thank you. Yeah. I can understand that. Well, I've experienced that a little bit, where when I was in high school, I learned French. I was never fluent. I could at least hold a conversation. But that was many years ago, and I've forgotten my French. But now I'm learning Japanese. And there'll be times where I try and think of a French word, and all I get is the Japanese. But I don't need you right now, Japanese, I want the French. It's a weird thing. But I think it's also just a very good skill to have. No pen, you're lying. Be good for communications though, if he's trilingual. That makes me think you're in Switzerland. I found that a lot of Swiss people speak at least 3 languages. Because there'd be English, Swiss, German, and then whatever side they're closest to. Be it France, Italy, or in Germany. No, you don't. That's your engine. That wasn't your ammo cache? There we go, got your engine. I can get a good shot on you.
Target destroyed.
Around there. Nope, just your engine again.
Armor piercing loaded.
So maybe you're Holland then.
Armor piercing loaded.
Yeah. Oftentimes you don't get the one you need.
Roger that. Advancing.
This is a very high ping lobby. Jeez. It's Dutch, that's maybe like the Netherlands. Maybe you're Finnish. No, because you need French. No. I don't know, I'm trying to figure out where you're from. Ah, Belgium, that makes more sense. Okay. That's pretty cool, actually. But then... Oh dear. I've heard of other people learning English off YouTube. Because they would just watch videos on YouTube all the time and then they just gradually pick it up. There's a YouTuber I watched for like his video on how to use Anki, right? It's like he just learned English through watching YouTube gaming videos because that's the only language those videos were in. Which is cool they even picked up languages.
Armor piercing loaded.
I think English just made me lazy for many years.
Target destroyed.
Because I never really needed to do anything
Armor piercing
out of my comfort zone because English is so well spoken outside of England.
Target destroyed. Armor piercing loaded. Target destroyed. Target destroyed.
Okay, it's done.
Objective achieved. Dig it.
Yeah, I mean, that's how you learn as a child anyway. You learn through absorbing it. Like, nobody really teaches you how to understand the people around you when you're a baby. I mean, they do a bit, but you pick it up as you go. And that's like one of the best ways to learn a language when you're younger, is just through absorbing it. I'm sure you worked very hard on it in your own time. I don't doubt that. Which one should I do first? I don't know which one. I've been doing fine with Mark IV shots, but that's Besh. Not Besh, Bullet, okay. Can do. Okay, now that's finished, we go to this one. And I want a bit better thing for that one. Inventory. Oh, I got a second one. Okay, we'll use that one. Yeah, physics are a strange thing. Yeah, I think it's like the density of the armament based on velocity and stuff. I don't know. I didn't pass physics after high school, so I should not ever be taken as an expert on the matter. I understand enough to know I understand nothing, and I think that's okay. If someone starts talking about physics, I have a general understanding, and then I get lost very easily. But that's good because I don't teach physics. The game is freaking out on me. Too low.
Target destroyed.
Beautiful.
Armor piercing. Loaded.
Attack the B point.
Advance. Roger that. Advancing.
Oh dear. I'm now stuck in a very bad position. Thank you, teammate. Let's get back behind this ridge.
Balloon is unconscious.
You know what? Great. I see you, tank. I couldn't hit you in time. Armor piercing cap, ballistic caps. EHS, an extra soft shell to stick to stick. Yeah, okay. Yeah, they've got quite a good line of sight up there. There's way more on a valley. Try and maybe see if I can peek around this rock. Rock. Okay, I won't be going around the middle because that's a lot of death there. Thank you, teammate. Nope. Running away.
The enemy has most of the strategic zones.
Armor piercing. Loaded. We've been hit.
able to use the stuff now.
Armor piercing. Loading.
That's not good. They didn't do anything, so we're good. There it is, I thought I was something left. I might get in the AA then. They have a lot of planes. Yeah, you're right. I need to think about positioning more. Well, we have one AA. I'll try my plane. Two enemy planes. One on high. I don't see anything there. Cool. Where's the AA? There it is. It's a thing that's AA. Nope, not AA. I mean, I can open just that now. There we go. A little bit better now. I'm used to it being on a mic arm, so it's closer, so it didn't change any of the settings. Come on, I can make it. You behind me. Okay, I'm not very stable. Okay, there we go. Good. Oh! That's a good run. It may also depend on what kind of keyboard you have. My keyboard is fairly quiet, but I know if I type too loud, I might be able to hear it. Da 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 da. I need to get better with streaming stuff. That's what the plan was. Oh, losing, yeah. That's not good. Dun, 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 dun. Let's see. We go this way, maybe. We got the momentum.
The enemy has captured most of the strategic zones.
Have they cleared the way for me? I think they might have. That's friendly to that side. Look as hell, missed 2 military flybys today as well. I'm going to look behind him now. Flew to this side of my house so I can see. Well, there's always next time for the news, but I understand missing something that's just right there. Oh, hello. What kind of military planes were flying by? Was it, what era of planes?
We need to put more pressure on the enemy. They're winning.
Because air shows are pretty cool. Nothing. Let's go help you out.
We've been hit. Tension is burning. We've been hit.
Yeah. Bastard sit behind a rock. Okay, that's nice. That's rather dramatic. Yeah. Well, they need more power, don't they? But I think military planes are cool. But seeing them, I think, makes you a bit disconcerting. Disconcerted. I remember I was at work in the city, and I saw a military, like, what do you call it? Not quite an AC-130, but a military plane of a similar size. And it's like flying in the direction of the city. I was thinking to myself, that's aimed right for these skyscrapers. Is it going to turn? And then it kept coming towards us. And then, like, when it was about a kilometre away, it banked away. But most of the time I was there, I was like, is this going to be our version of 9/11? What a shit go. Why didn't I expect someone to be there? Eh? Let's see how the team does. Where are you? Okay, there. Inch on me, mate. Nice. Oh, we got a bomber coming in. What are you? 16 MGMC. AA. That looks very cozy in there. What is this? CM16 American? Yep. How many do they have left? 6. Was that the Panzer gun? No, you're fine. Different Panzer. Yeah, it's gone. What is the plane seeing? Are you a fan of plane spotting? Because I don't live close to an airport, so unfortunately I don't hear planes often. Nice. Can't say I've been to Belgium though, so... I'll make sure if I ever do go to Belgium, I'll swing by Antwerp just to see what it's all about. Well, that was nearly a bit late there, mate. Yeah, definitely one on sea. The Mosquito looks pretty good. Too late. Damn. Yeah, I get that. That's so cool. I think a good place... Okay. Not very accessible to everyone. But, Shibuya? Like a weekend at nighttime has a lot of people who drive their cars just to be in Shibuya in their really nice cars. They've seen anything from Lamborghinis to 1980s Subarus that have been preserved and stuff. Pretty damn cool. Don't tell me we're gonna lose this. How many of us are left? That doesn't help. It's 6 deaths down. We might have lost. Oh no, we've got guys in sea. We're good. We're good. And this guy's got an M55. Oh, the plane guys are back. Okay, okay, okay. That was rather dramatic. What is your favorite car to spot? I think I really like seeing like 40s and 50s era cars just rolling about. I'm in a bit of a smaller town, so it's rare to see lots of vehicle like looking at things. A dream car. That's tough. Real tough. I really like the look of the Mazda RX-8, but I don't deal with all of the problems that come with owning a rotary engine. No? Yeah, so if you ever get the chance to go to Japan, like, you can go to like Tokyo on a weekend, you'll see a lot of these cars just driving around. Just for the fun of it. You can actually see them sometimes just parked outside people's houses because it's just their car that they've taken well. They're taken care of very well for decades. Never mind. Oh, I unlocked a lock. Cool. Okay. That's everything. Fantastic. What about you? What's your dream car? I have a feeling it's going to be something like a Mitsubishi something. I don't know why you just kind of give me Mitsubishi vibes. Okay, Nissan Skyline. Damn. I was right with the Japanese, but I wasn't right with the brand. Talking maybe dream motorcycles. Then maybe get like a... If someone else paid for the fuel, like a 1920s Harley. Which would be pretty nice. We're going to see them. Yeah. Most of my family cars have been Hondas. Just because that was what was available, really. But now we have the Mitsubishi. It's quite nice. Just, when I was in Japan, all the cars were so small. And it made me realise how needlessly large a lot of cars are today. And I kind of fell in love with a car called the Suzuki Hustler. It's a hybrid. It is ugly cute to me. It's like a little boxy. It's like a more rounded Suzuki Jimny, but not for off-roading, but suburbia. I had no plan there. Let's try again. I'm on the wrong side. Okay, let's go away then. I think I'd rather go back towards this direction. A is always hotly contended because you can peek over the hills. Remember that much. No planes as of yet. But whilst as in Japan, I saw so many new, at least new to me, types of Japanese cars I just like didn't know existed because they never get imported. I've never heard of a Honda Step Wagon before. Well, what else was there? But like the Mitsubishi Delica Mini is a really strange looking car. Now I can be seen from the left hill. There we go. How far are you? 600, okay. Let's get a bit further back if you're shooting on that ridge line. Japan is just different. If you're confident in your English skills, I recommend just going there to teach English for a bit. It is just a different way of life. I thoroughly enjoyed my time there, even though I was only there for like 3 months. Okay, that's not good. They snuck up on me. Yeah, no. Took too long to fix. What could I do there? Oh, that's all I've got. I was here. They're good at bombing and weaving. Missed my chance. Yeah, I love a hatchback. Hatchbacks are so useful. My most useful car was a 2005 Honda Civic. It was so useful. I moved house in that thing. It was wonderful. Which ones has highest penetration? High explosives and shell destroying armor.
Let's keep the pressure on. Victory is close.
Okay, let's go with that one.
Attention to the designated
I think that's my better one anyway.
Allied forces have captured a zone.
Yeah, like the modern truck, there's barely any truck bed, just more cabin. Like, I need a. That's why I like the Japanese K trucks so much, is that they're just practical. There's so much rear bed and little cabin. It's actually practical for what you need it for. I'm just hating practicality. Give us a bit of damage. Don't be trying to steal my kill there, mate. Yeah. Look, a Dodge Ram doesn't need to be that large. I shouldn't need a step ladder to get into my own bloody car. How did none of those hit? Okay, whatever.
We good to go? Commander, advancing.
I'm gonna go to C just in case.
Allied forces have captured a zone. Enemy
Feels very exposed. And also, like, American trucks and American-sized cars are just wasteful. Like, you don't need to be moving that much tonnage around. Just no need. All you do is go into the shop. Why do you need to have a 3-ton truck? Or 4-ton truck, or whatever it is. You don't need 7 tons of towing capacity just to take you and your grocery bag to the local target. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, like the outside looks. What is it? Hellcat. The Hellcat looks beautiful, but then it's just plastic. You know. Okay, then we go here, modifications, set the Mark 8 as the standard ammunition for this one. Set the 601 as the standard ammunition. racers because we're balling. We want to set things on fire. You can go for another half an hour and then call it an evening. Oh, this one's sniper heavy for C, so I'm going to avoid that for now. And go stick with A and B. Then again, it might be good to spot some things for now.
Positions. Ready up. Driver ready. Gunner ready. Loader ready.
Trying to think, what car would I like? As annoyed as I am, as much as we dislike the current CEO of Tesla, this Tesla cars do look pretty nice aside from the Cybertruck. Which is annoying because they just look like cool cars. And the owner's a dick, so. I'm at like 11 PM. I got little time left of the day. I can't see them. Actually, no, I can't see them. I think, like, Model 3 looks okay. Let me go right there, maybe? No, the ammunition cache is somewhere else. There we go. I mean, give the... Okay, Suzuki Hustler. Let me give that car a look. It's kind of blocky, but it gives you like the roundedness of the 2000s. I like it. How far is that house? To the right. Yep. Okay, so you like lower down cars. Maybe... Was it the Honda? Honda, what did I have it as? Oh, go away. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? The Honda Prelude? Yeah, the Honda Prelude. The newer one, if you try looking at that. That might be more your speed. Do some spotting. B.
Defend the A point.
Thought I was gonna hit that.
Attack the A point. Allied forces have captured the zone.
Tank, 12 o'clock. Range 400.
Yeah. Yeah, what else was a good one? Hmm. Yeah. I do like blocking. Angles. Like, if it wasn't so uncomfortable for me to sit in, the BMW i8 I really like the look of. Like, the BMW i8 looks like a fantastic car to me. I don't care that it has a mini engine in it or whatever. I just think it looks really pretty. Because I used to walk past one on the way to work. And, like, looking... Its engine bay with its glass panel, so you could see into it in the rear, because it was a rear engine car. Which is weird for a hybrid. Oh, why did I expect anything different to happen? Okay. Let's go to the... Yeah. I mean, not like the i5 and the whatever it is, but i5 can kind of fire. A really square one. That's ugly. i8 that came out at the same time. Beautiful. I just think it was a bit too early for its styling. Because right now it looks awesome, but I think when it came out, people didn't really like it. Honestly, a bit of a unpopular opinion, but I really like the look of the new Toyota Priuses. Like, they're getting like Lamborghini style angles on them. They look just like spaceships, and I bloody love spaceships. Tokyo Drift. You know how it is. That was a lucky shot. I'm worried about that tank on the ridge line. Oh, it's gone. You kidding me? Okay. I'll stick with this.
Attack the seaport. Attack the seaport.
Because it's low cost. Okay, where are you going? What's your controversial opinion for a car? Mine is the Prius looks good. At least the modern ones do. Well, then that didn't go well for them. It's a friendly, okay. Let's be sealing and go across the ice. So good, you got 2 hours of time to think about stuff. Yeah. Worked out quite well for me. Can't see any aeroplanes either.
Another zone captured. We have the advantage. For mercy.
No more planes? How low down can I aim? Not too low. Let's go. They're apparently somewhere over there. Let's go be silly.
Destroy hostile base.
Oh, it's a landed plane, maybe. know why I thought that would work, but you know. As I get some extra points.
Just keep it up, and victory will be ours.
Maddox. Hmm.
Attention to the designated grid zone.
Nice.
Attention to the map.
What else do I think is a cool car?
Designated grid square. Attack hostile troops.
Feel like the people who have Rolls Royces don't actually drive them, which kind of defeats the purpose of me having a nice car. If I had a nice car, I'd want to drive it. But they're just being chauffeured around.
Grid square.
I think I'll do one more game. Yeah. It's like seeing, what was it? There's a motorcycle that Honda made called the Honda Rune. And it is, well, I like the look of it. It's like 2004 Honda motorcycle. And it was made in a way that oftentimes when they design cars and motorcycles, they have the concept image and it looks beautiful. Yeah. It looks beautiful. And then the finished product doesn't look anything like the concept because it's too expensive or impractical to make it like that. But the Honda Rune was something that, if they charged it for what it cost to make, it would have cost like $100,000 to buy. They sold it for like $22,000, like way underpriced. It would cost a hell of a lot of money to repair, but it was a beautiful looking motorcycle. But then most of the people who bought it never rode it. They just put it in a garage and look at it. You're kind of defeating the purpose of the object there, mate. There's a YouTube channel, Port9. They have a nice video about it out, where they talk about that point, really. Like, you wouldn't know how good the bike is if you never took it anywhere. Can I get them? Probably not.
Attention
I'm gonna go wide on A. If I was gonna buy a bike, I'd want to buy an electric one, but they're all expensive. Because I've owned a motorcycle before, and my main gripe about it was it stopped being like a fun thing whenever I had to fill it with petrol, because then it reminded me it was a burden, like it cost something to have. Like I was fine with paying the insurance and the road tax for it. That's fine. But when it was like just the day-to-day fill with petrol, I hated it for some reason. I spent like barely anything in the life cycle I had that motorbike. But it always stuck out to me like, in my head, I didn't like it because of the cost of fuel. So like I feel like an electric bike would kind of solve that for me. But a lot of the electric bikes nowadays are expensive. Okay, so it's about 400. Let me just get a range. Why did I do that? I had so much time to do other things than that. Let's try that again. But I feel like the next bike if I was going to buy one is a bike called the Royal Enfield. Is it the Flying Flea? Not Flying Flea, the Electric Flea, something like that. It's the new electric bike by Royal Enfield. And it feels like such a tidy little bike to me. I like the look of it. Oop, should pay attention to where I'm going in. So why can... Also, I don't have a 450, I just have 400, 500. Yeah, I did notice that, like, when I was riding the electric bikes, they felt a little bit like they were missing something. Because when you change gear in a car, you can feel it. But changing gears on a motorcycle is like a full body thing. Because it basically is. But not doing it on an electric bike kind of takes it away from it. But it gets really fun on like the windy windies and like doing drag racing kind of stuff. But when you're just sitting in traffic, constantly switching between second and first gear, this isn't it, man. Okay, so what are you? There's a friendly. I can see what's shooting at you. I like electric vehicles for the convenience of refueling them. Or it's cheaper. Too late.
Armor piercing! Loading!
Nothing over there. Okay. Back out of the way. Where did that come from? There. There's something I can't see. Yeah, we're getting impatient now. Nothing's really happening. You don't let me help you there, Gladstone. We'll take it though. That's fine. There we go. That's probably what would get me the rest of the way. Anyhow, I'm gonna end it today. I hope you get your results that you want new, and you achieve what you want to achieve in life, as long as it's not like harming people. Outside of medical stuff. No, that's a weird tangent to go down. Anyway, I will be back again on Friday. So until then and after then, I hope you have a good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, whatever it may be. I'll see you around.